The rain began as a gentle patter against the ancient library window pane, gathering strength with each passing minute until it became a steady, rhythmic drumming. Inside, the air was still, heavy with the scent of old parchment and dust. A lone figure, silhouetted against the dim light, turned a page slowly, deliberately. It is in such moments of quietude, divorced from the relentless clamor of the world, that we often find ourselves contemplating the true nature of our desires. We live in an age of ceaseless wanting, a culture that meticulously cultivates and then exploits our every nascent craving. From the moment we open our eyes, we are bombarded with invitations to acquire, to achieve, to possess more. More possessions, more experiences, more recognition, more security. We are told, implicitly and explicitly, that the path to fulfillment lies in the accumulation of these external goods. But observe closely the faces of those who have attained much. Do you see a quiet contentment, an unshakable peace? Or do you often detect a subtle restlessness, a new horizon of desire already forming, even before the last conquest has settled? Seneca, with his profound insight into the human condition, observed this cycle centuries ago. He wrote, "It is not the man who has too little, but the man who craves more, that is poor." This truth echoes through time, a quiet indictment of our modern pursuits. We imagine that once we reach a certain financial threshold, or acquire that coveted object, or achieve that specific status, then finally we will be free. But the chains of desire are not forged in poverty. They are forged in the mind's insatiable appetite for what it does not yet possess. Each satisfied longing merely begets a new, more refined hunger, pushing true contentment ever further out of reach. The discipline of desire is not about self-deprivation for its own sake, but about liberating ourselves from this endless treadmill. The Stoics understood that true freedom does not come from fulfilling every desire, but from mastering the desires themselves. Epictetus taught, "Freedom is not procured by a full enjoyment of what is desired, but by controlling the desire itself." This is a radical reorientation of our perspective. Instead of striving endlessly to change the external world to match our internal demands, we learn to adjust our internal demands to match the world as it is. It is the practice of wanting less, not as a punishment, but as an act of profound self-liberation. When we consciously choose to rein in our impulses, to question the necessity of each new want, we begin to reclaim vast reserves of mental energy and emotional peace that were previously squandered in the chase. This is not a call to asceticism or to shun all worldly goods. It is an invitation to discernment. Marcus Aurelius, the philosopher-emperor, often reflected on what truly matters, urging himself to focus on the inner citadel. He understood that our peace is not contingent on external circumstances, but on the quality of our judgments about them. The discipline of desire asks us to critically examine each craving. Is this truly necessary for my well-being? Does this align with my highest values? Will this bring lasting peace or merely fleeting pleasure? By asking these questions, we begin to differentiate between genuine needs, food, shelter, community, purpose, and the endless stream of manufactured wants that promise satisfaction but deliver only temporary distraction. Cultivating contentment, then, becomes an active practice. It requires a sustained engagement with gratitude for what we already possess, the breath in our lungs, the warmth of the sun, the simple fact of existence. It involves a conscious effort to dwell in the present moment, rather than perpetually projecting our happiness onto some future attainment. When we truly understand that very little is needed to make a happy life, that it is all within ourselves, in our way of thinking, the grip of external desires begins to loosen. We cease to be puppets of our impulses and become architects of our inner world. This shift is not easy. It demands vigilance and consistent effort, but the rewards are immeasurable. The ultimate prize of the discipline of desire is not merely wanting less, but living more fully. It is a profound, unshakable sense of peace that transcends the ephemeral fluctuations of fortune. When our happiness is no longer held hostage by external acquisitions or achievements, we discover a deep, intrinsic joy in the simple act of being. We gain clarity of purpose, resilience in the face of adversity, and an authentic sense of self that is not defined by what we own or what others think of us. This mastery over our desires is the bedrock upon which true self-mastery is built. It is the quiet power of the soul, content in its own sufficiency, standing firm against the currents of the world. Cultivate your inner wealth. Let your wants diminish and your life expand.